Not interested in hanging out with the other kids? Snacks not to your taste? None of the above, huh? I heard you were the one who cleansed the abyssal power yesterday. I was hoping to keep it.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Hey,
Just going to get some air. You have fun. We'll be right back. Oh,
all right.
Mualani,
Yeah?
you've gotten so tall. Tell me, how are your parents?
They're away on business. Seriously, Ateo, what's going on? Traveler, did something happen?
I wasn't visiting the hot springs because I was getting better. And that pylon yesterday, it's because your friend saved my life in that cave. And because of that, the hot springs, I'm just trying to enjoy them for as long as I have left.
Oh.
Mualani?
That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not.
You want to know something? You've never been resurrected, so you might not understand. But Death and I, we're old pals by now. There's nothing sad. I lived with but yesterday. I was finally able to let go. Seeing you out there, even if I was never injured, old age would still take me one day. Just remember, whether in life or death, I am all.
I understand. I'll do everything in my power to protect our tribe, our nation, and live up to the example.
Good. Oh, and if any of you have the chance to meet with the Archon, could you give this to her for me? A talisman I've carried with me my whole life. It may seem it's brought me good fortune in battle. Even if... Just tell her...
Don't worry. We'll make sure.
All right.
Traveler, Atea,
Excuse me, what did I... Life is a journey in which there's no turning back.
Like a whole new Paimon app! Still, spending time here, the Kaholasaurs are so nice and so... Oh, and Atea's snacks were so yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot spring.
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep, this area is...
Glad you like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do some sea fishing.
Hey, Mualani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has returned.
And Kachina? Is she back at...
Kachina fell, but don't worry. The team was victorious, so the rite of resurrection will be held in the stadium soon.
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning.
Exactly. She deserves.
All right, thanks for letting me know. Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there.
Mualani, you said think about all those monsters that attacked you. Not that Paimon.
Relax, I get it. At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. But through our long history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things aren't. 500 years ago, the Abyss invaded Tevat. You know about that, right? That's right. Conria suffered great, and Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from. Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun by dangerous sludge, surge. It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe. Exactly. We once thought that we now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom. And
that's how it became so dangerous and cunning.
Yes, and that's why we've been unable to fully eradicate it, even after all this time. Luckily, the problems left behind by the Abyss have been successfully addressed by the various Pyro Archons we've had over the years. Now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up.
You must have had to sacrifice.
Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of a future responsibility, duty, but I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one day. And the efforts of all who fought against them will become. To think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations. It's kind of romantic. Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know? Be my guest. Here, anyway, let's head to the stadium. The sea's not going in.
Whoa, this place is packed already.
Of course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. It's their. Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kanich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani.
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up her
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then, come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can.
Warriors of Natlan! We are the inheritors of memory and legend! Those who grew alongside sun and wind! Those who forged our own destiny and future! That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation!
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
What?
What does that even mean?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and Resurrection...
What's going on?
This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight. Think about it. The ode rekindles. Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's.
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat.
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced.
Maybe you did. But who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Why would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of Nat? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile—
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point arguing.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault? Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop?
That's true. If she wasn't revived...
Maybe the YUB interpret victory.
I mean, that girl didn't look...
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like—
No! She's been waiting for this moment, no matter how daunting the situation. No matter— We don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to venture—
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy, however. The failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage and—
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one, but doubt is a means by which we seek the truth. If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish.
No,
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where— I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry—
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the— So, what—
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker's—
We should join them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the— Once again, I apologize for the outcome.
I believe she did.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's caused. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue.
And that means Kachina—
That's correct. Not until the problem with—
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her. We supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now? Sit peacefully and wait for her return?
That's not fair.
It's all right. I understand you're right. Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible, but please, hear what I have to say so I can at least— Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found—
You mean—
The sacred flame. The foundation of our resistance against the Abyss. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, but if we stop altogether, the sacred flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their—
If we compare the two choices... Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the raw truth can be cruel. But we need to—
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal.
No. I can't choose between them.
You're saying it doesn't matter.
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart.
And that is the crux of the problem. Either way, there will be people who suffer. And the end result, once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer... Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the to prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else. Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the sacred flame to keep the abyss at bay. I understand your anger, Mualon.
Wow. Paimon thought things were gonna get heated for a second, but the Pyro Archon took the time.
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself...
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden War.
I've considered that, but without the chance to fight the abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced.
So, essentially, the abyss is taking Kachina hostage.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during... Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. Your sense of self will be devoured. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup. I won't sugarcoat it. That is...
Just like you said, Archon. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with this...
The abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very...
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her.
I failed to protect her during our campaign.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you and... The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient... If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to pin... Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person.
But isn't the Night Kingdom...
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to... However, know that the Night Kingdom will attack...
It's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the abyss is nothing new for me.
So,
Seat Lolly of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal chiefs. But
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing about it again so soon.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
your thanks are unnecessary. I will... Besides, your... Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been... Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone, perhaps even more than you can imagine. Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and...
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. It embodies fond memories and...
I didn't think this day would come so soon. If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she But don't worry. This time...
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire. But that's...
You're right. Even now, the gradual corrosion caused by the Abyss has resulted in a massive... As things stand. The pilgrimage is a lost cause. The Abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan. And Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom...
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction was... If I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question...
Another simple choice. The latter was clear...
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right... Let's go. There's still a way for...
You mean?
Yes. The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the Abyss, so until our heroes are ready.
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient...
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the Wyab have already embarked on their destined path. It is for all we can do is
Even so, for you...
If not me, then who? I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Archon, it's the Fatui!
The Archon of Natlan.
A force to be reckoned with. The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking! Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
Are you alright, Archon?
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what—
Yeah. And how much does—
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals, but I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being here.
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again, and we're not prepared, we're done for.
No, we're running out of time. The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being. Besides, I'm sure you noticed, the power that came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of the Night Wind.
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Not necessarily. This could prove to be a very valuable turn of events. When we exchanged final blows, I sensed an unusual presence within him. I'll need to investigate further. Kanich, go to the Masters of the Night Wind and look into who could have aided the captain. Speak to Sitlali. She should know.
Of course, I'll head out right now. Do you still intend to—
Yes, but Fear not. Natlan's strength has never rested solely in its archon. Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision now.
Is everything okay, Archon?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames. Too late now. I just hope the others have a safe journey.
What's happening at the stadium? Did something explode?
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power. She must be fighting a formidable opponent.
Should we go back and check what's...
Have faith in the Archon. She would...
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll head right back.
Okay, let's just keep climbing. I'm on really hope...